Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. I got to go to the premiere last night. It was awesome. Thank you, Ashley, for getting tickets. It was really cool getting to go see the premiere of a movie that I was really looking forward to. I'm sorry I look and sound like death. I'm fighting off a cold, and it probably didn't help that I was standing outside in the freezing weather last night for 2 hours. But it was worth it because this movie was awesome. It was a lot of fun. They righted a lot of the wrongs that were committed in Man of Steel. A lot of people were upset about Man of Steel and what happened there. I didn't mind Man of Steel as much, but this movie definitely was a step up. Did a good job at setting up a franchise that's I'm sure going to have a ton of success. I will say this is a fans movie. There was a lot in this that harkened back to the comic books. There were a lot of winks and nods to Dark Knight Returns, to Death of Superman, to even some of the animated movies from the DC universe. So I think some of it might be lost on the casual viewer, which could be a problem for them. But to be honest, I don't care about them. I loved it. I loved seeing all that stuff on the big screen. It was a lot of geeking out moments. Ben Affleck as Batman. People were losing their minds when he was cast. I can allay all your fears and say that Ben was fantastic as Batman. He might be one of the top two Batman ever. He did a great job playing the grizzled, battle-weary Batman who had just had enough. I didn't like Christian Bale as Batman. I know that's sacrilege to some. I love the Nolan movies. I just think Christian Bale was always the weak link in those movies. Ben Affleck, though, great Batman. He does a good job as Bruce Wayne. He does a good job as Batman. There is the gravelly voice. It's not as bad as the Nolan movies, and at least they explain it a little bit. So that was comforting. So yeah, Ben Affleck was good. There were some great fight scenes with Batman where you really got to see Batman being Batman. Definitely a good portrayal. Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, another controversial casting. People weren't sure if she was had the physical presence of Wonder Woman. I can tell you what, she was fantastic. I wish there was actually more of her on screen. I would have liked to see more of her. I think we all would have liked to see more of her. But she was great, and I think she's going to be another great franchise. I'm definitely looking forward to the Wonder Woman movie. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. There were some, great little teases to Justice League things to come. There's little Aquaman, little Flash, little even Cyborg. So you get those little tidbits that was great, and you get to see where they're really pulling this together. The movie did feel a little bit like they definitely said, "Oh shit, Avengers is happening. We need to do this. We need to do it now, and we're doing it in one movie." So it felt a little rushed, thrown together, and they really just wanted to establish everything quickly. It wasn't done too clunkily, so it didn't feel too awkward. But they're definitely trying to catch up to what Marvel's been doing for a few years now. What DC has in its corner is that they have the really epic characters: Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. So they've got these big characters that they can really base a franchise around, which is great. Comparing Marvel to DC, I will say this: there is no fun in the DC universe. Nobody watches any of the DC movies and goes, "These guys are having fun as superheroes." You watch the Marvel movies and you go, "Oh, I want to be Iron Man. I want to be Thor." They're cracking jokes while they're getting shot at and killing aliens. Batman was not having any fun. Superman was not having fun. Wonder Woman looked like she might have been having a little fun, but even that didn't look too enjoyable. So these are much darker, much grimmer movies. But I think that's what they want. That's the tone they want to set, and they do it. They definitely create a bleak outlook on being a superhero. But it was a lot of fun. It was a fast paced, action packed, visually impressive movie that I think is going to do great at the box office this weekend. And the most important thing was I was left with the feeling that I want to see what happens next in Justice League. I'm really looking forward to it. I want to see the other movies. I think DC's doing something smart in introducing these characters together and then maybe giving them own individual movies. I would love to see a standalone Batman movie with Ben Affleck now. I will say it. I would love to see Ben as Batman. Maybe they could do a Death in the Family. I think that would be awesome. But Aquaman's getting his own movie. Wonder Woman's getting her own movie. I think Flash might be getting his own movie. So they're kind of testing the water, seeing what's what, and then they're going to give us these individual movies, which is a different way to do it, which is completely opposite of the way Marvel did it by introducing the whole cast and then bringing them together. But we'll see how it works, and I'm definitely not complaining. This is a great time to be a geek. We lived in the shadows for years, and now it's cool to be a geek. So I'm proud, I'm happy, and I'm looking forward to see what's next for Justice League, for Superman, for Batman, and for Wonder Woman.